Well, right now, investigators across the state are encouraged that the unsolved missing persons cases here could have the same outcome as what we saw this week in Cleveland. And members of the Ohio Attorney General's Missing Persons Unit are live here at our 10 TV phone bank taking your calls and tips. And joining us now is Brent Currents, the Missing Persons Unit Manager at the Ohio Attorney General's office. Didn't even realize there was such a unit at the AG's office. Is there new hope, you think, for some local missing persons cases after what we've seen happen in Cleveland this week?
Oh, I believe so. I think, when these types of situations happen, which is very rare, it gives people hope that maybe they had lost over time. And it's something that we strongly encourage with the families. And in this case, is a perfect example of why you never give up hope.
Never give up hope. It's hard not to, though, after 10 years. But thankfully, in this case, we had a good resolution. So talk a little bit about the importance of reporting a missing person and the process itself. What should people be prepared to report? And we have a graphic that I think will help folks understand some of the things they need to know.
Well, one, when your child goes missing, you should report your child missing to law enforcement immediately. But some of the simple things that you need to be able to have ready immediately is the name, date of birth, social security number of the child, where the child was last seen, any scars, marks, tattoos, physical description, clothing description of the child, and a photograph.
So that's good. Cars involved, any people who might have been with them. These are all important things that folks should know. You know, there was a question in this case about whether an Amber Alert should have been issued. What is the importance of an Amber Alert, and how is it used in missing person cases here in Central Ohio?
Well, an Amber Alert's an additional tool that's used specifically for child abductions. And the biggest component of any of the alerts that we use, the Amber Alert as well, is that it's the power of the media. It's a press release that gets the information out to the general public, hopefully to galvanize the community to be able to help look for the child and find the child quickly. In cases of child abduction, the Amber Alert's meant to be fast. And if the Amber Alert doesn't happen, doesn't mean that nothing's being done to find the child or to locate the child. It's one investigative tool in addition to all the investigative steps that law enforcement does.
And as I mentioned at the beginning, I was surprised that there is a missing persons unit at the AG's office. So when does your office get involved in these cases?
We get involved in these types of cases when law enforcement contacts us and requests our assistance in these types of issues. The way our state's structured, we can't be primary investigators in these things, but we provide assistance to law enforcement investigators kind of behind the scenes to be able to provide them tips, leads, and investigative tips to be able to locate the child, some type of place for them to go look.
All right. Well, it's amazing work that you all do. We're glad that you're here.